Cattle are Kenya's most important source of red meat, supplying by value about 80% of the nation's meat for slaughter. More than 80% of the beef consumed in Kenya is produced by pastoralists, primarily in the arid and semi-arid lands of the country. Currently, most of the beef produced is consumed locally, while some are exported to the Middle East. Kenyans love nyama choma, and this is replicated by the visitors who come to Kenya. Therefore, high quality standards at all times is a must. Strict procedures in livestock procurement and sourcing should be adhered to. Stringent veterinary inspections of the animals in the field, at reception, during the slaughter process, and also at dispatch of the products are adhered to. This ensures that quality is taken care of from sourcing through processing to distribution of all our products. In implementing food safety system and therefore meat safety, a project exploiting market opportunities for value-added meat products in East and Central Africa region was implemented by Kenya Agricultural Research Institute with funding from ASARECA.
ASARECA comprises of 10 countries in the region, but this project was concentrated in 6 countries and Kenya is one of them. And why this project was started is because we realized that these 6 regions in the ASARECA produce livestock products that are not competitive in the regional markets. We realized that the regional markets for livestock products are dominated by companies from outside the region, leaving out the small-scale producers and processors. So this project came in to assist the small-scale processors and producers to access these markets. The objectives for the project was facilitate these small-scale producers to have better technologies so that they can have their livestock products improved, and also facilitate policy and policy options that will help the value addition of these products by the small-scale producers.
The aim of the project was capacity building of the key actors in the meat value chain. The project embarked on training workers in slaughterhouses, wholesale and retail butcheries, transporters and regulators. So far, the project has trained over 60 retail and wholesale butchers, meat transporters and those who work in slaughterhouses.
We tried to train these players on matters pertaining to regulations and teaching them the roles and also some of the regulations that are key in the beef market. The other thing was to train them on proper handling of meat, which was to enhance safety, and we trained them from personal hygiene to the way they are supposed to handle the meat and therefore offer the consumers the proper beef or the proper product that they expect.
In this program of ASARECA, we were invited by Kenya Agricultural Research Institute to participate in dissemination of research information that was collected from 2 main cities, Nairobi and Eldoret, on certain attributes that contribute to depreciation of meat safety and quality in the value chain. We went to the workshop and participated in the review process, and we came up with the challenges and constraints that impact. And because the program had a component of training, they invited us as regulators and collaborators to participate in the trainings to build the capacities of the actors, mainly the butchers, the meat transporters, the slaughterhouse operators, and also the meat traders and a few livestock producers, so that we can be able to look at the whole value chain on beef and the various aspects that impact on the negatively on the safety and quality of the meat. So that is why we are in this program, and we as the Department of Veterinary Services, we are collaborating with the Kenya Agriculture Research together with the Ministry of Public Health and Sanitation.
Like now when we went later to Burma, they were saying, tulikuja kugundua mlisomesha mzuri sana. Kwa nini hamuku tuita? But they were called and they said no. But later is when they understand, hey, it was so good. Na hatukuwa tunalipa.
Training of the meat handlers is a very essential element for quality assurance. All the handlers were trained on various aspects of personal hygiene, good manufacturing practices, as well as cleaning and sanitation.
The slaughterhouse that you can see here, we have got the meat which we supply, and here we supply wholesome meat in healthy standard. The healthy standard that we cater here is initiative from KARI. KARI are the people who have done a lot of studies and has taught us in the areas of health and the standard of meat towards the consumer satisfaction. The training that we got is to help other people to understand the meat is a very important commodity. The meat can be one of the health hazards if it is not handled very carefree. And that's why you can see our people here, they work, they wear the uniform as necessary that is needed for us to see that the meat that is coming and the processing that is done in the slaughterhouse is catered for the consumers.
All other materials in use in the processing areas are thoroughly inspected to ensure compliance to our specifications, be it the cleaning materials or the maintenance materials.
After we have slaughtered the animal, it comes to the inspection room where where we find the meat inspector. We inspect. After we have inspected all the organs, if we find them fit, we put the roller mark. After using the roller mark, the animals are being loaded into the meat containers and then taken to the butchery. After that, for some time, we do what we call surveillance to make sure that the butcher man and also the butchery itself is also clean.
Kwa upande ya masomo yetu tuliofunzwa juzi, tuliweza kuelimika kwa upande ya jinsi ya kujipanga kwa hii kazi yetu na usafi. Wakati tulipotoka huko, tulikundua hata population yetu ilikuwa mingi. Tulijireduce kwa uwanja, ndio vile mnaona sasa. Uwanja population iko chini, kazi inaendelea mzuri, hatuna msongamano mingi sana. Nyama tuliweza kuseparate. Upande ya matumbo, koende nao tuliweka kando. Hiyo nyama ngine, nyama main iko kwa sanduku yake. Na haitaki iwe kwenye mingi, na iko na kiasi kulingana na vile size ya sanduku yako iko. Tukisha maliza kazi ya nyama, tunarudisha masanduku yetu hapa, tuko na wenye wanatuoshea hiyo masanduku. Ikifikanga asubuhi ni kuangalia tu ikiwa mzuri, ni kuweka kwa gari. Na tunaendelea na kazi ya siku yenyewe inafuata.
Kwanza kubeba nyama ilikuwa kazi ngumu sana. Siku za kwanza kwa sababu hatukuwa tunajua sheria vizuri. Tulikuwa tunabeba na container sio safi sana. Kitambo tulikuwa tunakata permit, tunabeba tu nyama. Bora tumeenda nayo. Lakini ilifika mahali tukaenda tukafundishwa vile kuitumia container. Sasa tukajua tuko vile material ya kutengeza na vile kuikeep clean. Sasa nafikiria kazi yangu siku hizi imekuwa rahisi kwa hiyo mafunzo, kwa sababu siku hizi naweza kubeba nyama safi naweza kutransport nyama mahali at least inaonekana niko responsible. At least hiyo mafunzo ilinisaidia sana.
Remember, for traders and transporters, buy healthy animals for best quality and safe meat. Poor transportation of meat exposes it to germs. Transport meat in a clean, hygienic, and approved container or carrier.
Hizo nyama zikifika hapa asubuhi, kazi ya madaktari hapa ni kwanza kuangalia hizo, kufanya inspection ya hayo magari yote ya nyama. Kwanza tunaangalia vile hizo masanduku za nyama, the containers, vile ziko condition zake vile iko. Tunaangalia vile ameweka nyama zake ama ameweka mingi kushinda sanduku kubeba. Tukihakikisha hiyo mambo yote iko mzuri, ndio tunachukua sasa makaratasi ya kusafirisha hiyo nyama kutoka kwa vishindio. Hiyo makaratasi tunaita COT, Certificate of Transport, inapeanwa kutoka kwa hiyo vishindio na hao madaktari wako hapo kuhakikisha ati hiyo nyama imekaguliwa mzuri na inapewa ruhusa ya kusafiri mpaka soko. Sisi hapa kazi yetu ni kuchukua hiyo document, tunaangalia hiyo makaratasi vile imeandikwa na daktari yule amepeana ruhusa nyama ingie, kama inalingana na ile nyama sisi tunaona kwa hayo magari. Ikilingana, sisi kazi yetu tena hiyo nyama ni kufanya reinspection, ati hiyo nyama imekaguliwa mzuri, imepakwa rangi ya kudhamini ati imekaguliwa na iko safi. Kutoka hapo nyama inaingia ndani ya soko na tunaruhusu wateja kununua hizo nyama.
To win customer confidence, high standards and procedures should be maintained within our processes to ensure food safety of the end products.
Mbeleni hapo tulikuwa wachafu kweli. Tungeweza kuvaa kabuti zimeraruka. Tumeweza kukuja kwa nini kwa kufanya biashara kama hatujanyoa nywele, na wakati tulipoenda mafunzo ilikuwa tofauti sana. Hatukuwa tunajua, tukaonyeshwa pia lazima tuwe tukiingia pale kwa kazi tuwe mazingira mahali tunafanyia kazi iwe ni pasafi kwanza. Kabla hujashika nyama lazima uoshe mkono, sababu hii ni nyama na watu wengi wanakula nyama. Mavazi nao lazima uwe umevaa kofia, umevaa koti nyeupe, uwe umevaa gumboot ndio uweze kufanya biashara ya nyama. Ili manufaa nimeona kwa hii mafunzo, wale wanakuja kununua tuseme kama bidhaa zetu, wanasema kweli ziko mzuri, na wale wanafanya biashara pale wanafaa pia wanasikia wanataka kuingia pale wanunue nyama, sababu sisi ni wasafi kwanza. Wafanya biashara wangu nao pia nataka kuambia hivi, wawe wasafi kwanza. Wakati customer anakuja lazima unaongea naye mzuri, sababu wewe ndio unakuletea pesa ambazo inafanya wewe uweze kuendelea.
The training I have had has helped me a lot, how to handle meat, how to enhance the environment, of which I got from Kari in conjunction with ASARECA. You should teach us, because some of us just come and see that it's just the normal job. But this is something to do with people, so which means we must be clean. You must show even themselves, even whether they go, you should show them that to go and handle also to their butchery the way they should clean.
It is with strong food safety and quality background that butcheries and slaughterhouses shall differentiate themselves from other competitors.
Well, when we start processing our meat, we put them in clear potted bags so that they are safe, and then we vacuum them and we put in the chiller. So after putting in the chiller, the meat retains the same weight in that golden bags when it is already in the chiller. We have a place we have to take a bath before, and then we come, we wear our clothes as usual. The uniform is clean. We take our knives, we wipe them before we start any processing. We wipe the place we normally do the processing. The reason why I like the other board, the plastic one, because the plastic one, if you use, after using it, you can clean it, and whatever waste can be on that board comes out easily. Our relationship between we and Kari, they give us a cup and a dust coat. Also, we get the information from their booklet. Yeah, those posters have been given by one of the officers from the Kari, and then have gone through. Yeah, it is very interesting.
Kari waliweza kuja hapa Eldoret na wakatupea mafunzo. Sasa siku hizi tunaelewana. Hata ukiangalia nyama kama hii iko na stamp na ni nyama safi, na Kari wakatuonyesha jinsi hata ya kunawa mikono, jinsi ya kushirikiana na veterinary na jinsi ya kushirikiana na public health. Na tunasema ni asante, sababu kabla ya hayo yote tulikuwa na usumbufu sana, na tunasema ni asante sana. Wateja wamekuwa wengi na wamekuwa wakiendelea kuwa wengi kwa sababu wakati huu wameona tumekuwa na usafi zaidi. Sababu hata wateja wakati wananawa mikono hapa ndio wakae chini wale nyama, huwa tunawafunza jinsi ya kunawa mikono.
Using the right equipment while processing your meat makes your work easier and increases the quality of the final products.
Hii ni ya kukata steak. Hii ni ya kukata mbuzi. Hii ni ya T-bone. Tunatumia kwa steel ita machine.
Remember, for slaughterhouses and butcheries, slaughter meat animals in licensed slaughterhouses. Sell meat in a clean, hygienic, approved and safe place. The customer deserves quality and safe meat. Use refrigeration to preserve meat and reduce losses. Wash hands every time you handle meat. Wrap meat in clean, approved material. Wear a clean cap and overcoat when carrying, selling, or handling meat. Our aim is to have satisfactory and consistent safe meat products of the right quality, which is compatible with the customer needs and market expectations.
How do they know the meat is safe? There is an inspection mark that is normally embossed on the meat or rolled over the meat by the meat inspectors. And also, the consumer should look for some sign of documentation that show actually the origin of the product or the meat. That is what we call the Certificate of Transport of Meat, in short, the COT. Every transporter of meat from the slaughtering point to the butchery is issued with that document, and they are supposed to display it conspicuously at some point where the consumer on demand can be shown to prove that actually this mark you see here collaborates with the mark indicated on the document that transmitted the meat from the slaughtering point up to the butchery. Those are indicators to show that actually the process was authorized by a competent person up to the butchery point.
Watch more agricultural documentaries at www.youtube.com/AIRC Video Unit.